Ranked Central Iowa Metro League softball is on the docket here on the Central Iowa Sports Network on this Monday evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Schaefer Landon with you for this crosstown rivalry matchup between two ranked teams in 5A, the number one and defending state champions that will be hosting the Waukee Northwest Wolves, 24-1 on the season, against just across the road, the Waukee Warriors, 13-9 and ranked number 12 in 5A. Of course, the second edition of this crosstown rivalry and what was a twin bill earlier this month. So set for some pretty exciting action to kick off this week of softball here in the Central Iowa Metro League. A picture-perfect afternoon, 75 degrees and sunny here along the highway, and we're set to go here. Some funny hats on the heads of some of the Waukee Warriors, who are in the away black and purple. Of course, the Waukee Northwest Wolves in this newer complex here, the home whites. And this past weekend on Saturday was the Waukee Northwest Jack North tournament. It was all day Saturday. The Wolves coming away with one win, beating number 6 North Scott 2-0, and the Warriors coming away with 2 wins, beating number 9 Muscatine 1-0 and Earlham 8-0. So some success recently here for both squads. Again, as I mentioned, they split the series in June 3rd at the beginning of the month. Northwest won 5-1. Waukee turned around and beat them 4-0. Some a slate of RBIs and good outing by Elsa Capriva, 0 earned runs. She's on the mound tonight for the Warriors, as well as the Wolves stud, which would be Sophia Schlater, and basically unhittable for Schlater. Schlater is 175 strikeouts on the season, .65 ERA. She's easily their stud, but of course Capriva, the best of the best for the Warriors. 40 strikeouts on the year, 2.61 ERA. Schlater's getting set to take the mound. We'll get set for some starting lineups and the national anthem coming up here on the Central Iowa Sports Network for this edition of the Crosstown Rivalry here in Waukee. Right after this, Central Iowa Metro League ranked 5A softball here in Iowa, coming up soon on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northwest High School for tonight's matchup between the Waukee Warriors and your Northwest Wolves. Northwest High School has committed itself to maintaining the highest level of sportsmanship at all athletic events. To achieve this goal, Northwest High School asks that fans from both schools treat the players, coaches, and umpires with respect. And secondly, for all fans to be courteous and considerate of their neighbors by what they do and by what they say. At this time, we'll have the starting lineups for the visiting Waukee Warriors. Your leadoff, number 11, designated player, Jenna Labarato. Hitting second is number 6, left fielder, Abby Felt. Hitting third is number 1, center fielder, Sophie Gorish. Doing the cleanup is your third baseman, number 10, Jaden Van Pelt. Hitting fifth is the second baseman, number 9, Ella Daniel. Hitting sixth, number 4, catcher, Finley Behrens. Hitting seventh, number 13, shortstop, Jet Lundy. Hitting eighth is your first baseman, number 3, Shay Swank. Hitting ninth, number 17, right fielder, Kate Schulte. And your flex player, number 2, your pitcher, Elsa Kopriva. Your head coach for the Warriors is Andy Powell. now your starting lineups for your Northwest Wolves. Your leadoff, number 11, your pitcher, Sophia Schrader. In second, number 6, second baseman, Elena Schulte. In third, your catcher, number 10, Kenley Sire. Doing your cleanup is your third baseman, number 5, Hazel Lang. In fifth, number 22, your designated player, Maya Cruz. And in sixth, double zeros, your first baseman, Leela Appledorn. And in seventh, number 2, shortstop, Maggie Allen. Hitting eighth, number 23, left fielder, Claire Lyons. Hitting ninth, number 16, center fielder, Shay Davis. Your flex player, number 13, right fielder, Leela Wolf. And your head coach for your Wolves is Carrie Beaver. Fans, at this time, we ask that you rise and direct your attention to the flag in center field as we honor America and for those that protect our freedom with the playing of the national anthem.
At DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Ames, drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000. Plus, get Ram's best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. DeYarmanAmes.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside.
Ranked Central Iowa Metro League softball here in Waukee. The crosstown rivalry matchup between the Northwest Wolves and the Waukee Warriors. Northwest hosting on this particular afternoon. Schaefer Landit welcoming you to the Central Iowa Sports Network here on this Monday night for what's set to be a pretty decent matchup here between the returning 5A state champions and number 1 in 5A Waukee Northwest Wolves and number 12 in 5A Waukee Warriors. Of course, Northwest 24-1, that one loss coming to Waukee just a little less than a month ago on June 3rd in that twin bill they had at the beginning of the month. Taking them out for the Northwest Wolves will be the leadoff hitter as well, but the pitcher number 11, Sophia Schlater, had an excellent season thus far, 175 strikeouts on a .65 ERA, virtually unhittable. Well, the Warriors have done the best job on them so far. That one win coming with a score of 4-0, and Andy Paul's squad coming across town to hope for another win in the win column. These two teams, obviously the crosstown rivalry history is not very studded, of course, because Waukee Northwest just isn't a very old school. The Wolves are 7-2 overall since 2023. And leading things off here for the Warriors, it's number 11, the designated player, Gianna Lavorado. Taking things to Schlater, who's in the circle. First one's away for a ball. Lavorado on the season thus far. 6 strikeouts. His numbers are pretty high up there for Schlater. You expect her to strike out a few. Another ball for her. Lavorado is 17 in the hit column with 11 RBIs. in there for a strike. 274 average for her in the leadoff position. That one just a little bit outside. She takes a swing at it for a foul ball. We'll put this at a 2-2 count for batter number 1 of the afternoon for the Warriors. Outside to move the count full. Takes a swing on that one. She's just behind it as it remains a full count for Lavarado. High in the zone for ball 4. So Schlater starts her evening with a walk. Lavarado takes it to first base.
The walk brings up number 6, Abby Felt.
And that'll bring up Abby Felt, the left fielder, number 6. So Schlater, be her 20th walk on the season, and a nice spot there for Felt. Put it in between the shortstop and third basewoman. Just passed as she lays it down, and runners on first and second with nobody gone, and chalk that up as an infield single for Abby Felt with the first hit
Number 1, Sophie Gorst.
of the afternoon. 16th of the year. And the big bat of Sophie Gorish to the plate now. A team high 5 home runs, 23 RBIs, and 25 hits at an average of .385 so far this season. Gorish, the senior. Count at 0-1, excuse me. Runners on first and second here in the top of the first in Waukee. Over the back of the catcher to the backstop. The runners advance. Just out of reach for Kenley Sanger on a pass ball. Well, 2 runners in scoring position now for the Warriors with nobody out here in the first. A big cut there and nothing doing for Gorish. Moving the count to 1-2. She's behind here. And Schlater ran into some early trouble, has a chance to put easily the Warriors' best hitter away. She moves outside, and it'll be a called strike 3 for Gorish.
Strikeout, crowd number 1.
And a backwards K for Schlater, which will, on the season, be her 176th strikeout. Jaden Van Pelt batting cleanup here for the Warriors, the third baseman. High in there for a strike. So we've reached our first out here. 0-1 in the count. Runners on second and third. Van Pelt, an RBI opportunity here. That one's low for a ball. Does lead the team in runs on the season with 21. 15 RBIs to go with that as well. A chance for 1, maybe 2 more in this spot as she's at 1-1 with 1 out. Big cut there. Schlater's working her way back into it. 1-2 on Jaden Van Pelt, the senior. And right down the heart of the plate for strike 3. Another backwards K for Schlater. 2 straight in this one, 177 on the season. And quickly here we've reached 2 outs with the runners where they have been. 2 in scoring position here will bring up Ella Daniel. Daniel, another senior, takes strike 1. 16 RBIs for her on the season. Inside part of the plate for strike 2, and Daniel is way behind in the count with 2 in scoring position, but 2 outs on the board here in the top of the first. Try to get her to chase here. That one's inside, popped way over the tall backstop. And out of play as Daniel will stay alive.
Good reminder to be ready for the Z Mendes Catch of the Day, sponsored by Z Merrick's Legal Cafe.
This picture perfect day here in Waukee. 0-2, 2 outs, and 2 in scoring position for Ella Daniel. And high for strike 3. Schlater works her way out of it for strikeouts. 176, 77, and 78 will go to the bottom of the first. No score. They strand 2.
At DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Ames, drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000. Plus, get Ram's best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. DeYarmanAmes.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires.
Waukee sophomore Elsa Capriva on the mound for the Warriors to start here in the bottom of the first. 2.61 ERA on the year with 40 strikeouts. And at the plate to lead things off, Sophia Schrader, who just notched her 178th strikeout of the season. We're not even at the end of June, as she struck out the side after putting 2 in scoring position. Now she's got a chance to help herself at the plate here. That one's inside for ball 1. So we talked about her pitching numbers on the season. On offense, she's also a team leader in home runs with 12, hits with 29, and walks with 19. Team high batting average at .483 as well. Not many better than Sophia Schrader in the Central Iowa Metro League. And the young history of the Waukee Northwest softball program. Reigning 5A state champions. Inside, she does put that one in play just over the head of the second basewoman into the right field area. And looks like as Schrader gets to second base, some trouble in the sun for Kate Schulte.
Schrader makes her way to second.
As that one will be chalked up as an error for the Warriors. Popped out of her glove. She had a good positioning on it, but and I guess as I say that, the sun was behind her, so just a bad play on the ball there.
Edie Collins.
And so E9 will be the score for that one there as Schrader makes it to second base.
Number 6, Elena Schulte.
Elena Schulte is at the plate, and Edie Collins will be the courtesy runner. So just as we started the first, top of the first, we have a runner in scoring position with no outs. Elena Schulte in the 2-hole for the Wolves. She shows bunt, nothing doing there. And they'll look. Edie back to second base. Collins, the junior. And she does get one down, placed right under her perfectly. As Collins will advance to first base, and the sacrifice works perfectly. Does her job, and she'll take a seat in the dugout. Kenley Sanger, the catcher. And the number 3 spot with a runner on third and 1 down for the Wolves. High in there for a strike. Collins a decent job on the base pads as a courtesy runner. 6 stolen bases on 7 attempts. Come around to score 17 times as well. One and one to Sanger. High out of the zone for 2 balls and 1 strike. 9 losses on the season for the Waukee Warriors. 3 to Ankeny Centennial, 1 to Northwest earlier this month, 1 to Ames, 1 to Valley, Southeast Polk, Dowling, and most recently North Scott, who's number 6 in 5A, as that one is fouled back by Sanger for a 2-2 count. Obviously, Waukee Northwest, just the 1 loss, again, as I mentioned, to the Warriors on June 3rd when they split a doubleheader. That one's high to move the count to full for Sanger, who just needs to put one in the outfield to score Collins. And she does, but it'll get down right up the middle into the glove of the center fielder, and it'll be an RBI single for Kenley Sanger.
Scores Collins for the first run.
And she scores Collins. That'll be the first run of the afternoon as the Wolves have an early lead of 1-0. So Kenley Sanger,
is number 20, Isla Henson,
who is the team leader in RBIs, and she just recorded her 30th of the year.
Lyman.
And Hazel Lynan will get a crack at it, batting clean up, the third baseman, with a runner on first. And she puts one down. Can they turn 2? Out at second, and a high throw, but able to get it there is the first baseman for the Wolves, and that'll turn 2 for the Warriors, 1-0 Wolves as we head to the top of the second.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central.
The Warriors are up here in the top of the second. Behrens, Lundy, and Swank are due up. Bottom of the first inning saw our first run scored by the Wolves with an RBI single from Kenley Sanger to score the courtesy runner for Sophia Schlater, who reached on an error and quickly turned it around. You got to play some flawless defense against the number 1 team in the state, the reigning state champion, Waukee Northwest Wolves. The Warriors the only team to beat them thus far this season back on the 3rd of June. They sit at 24-1, Carrie Eby's squad. 0-2 early on here for Finley Behrens, the catcher. The Warriors turned a 4-6-3 double play to end the bottom of the first, as that one is inside, and a 3-pitch strikeout for Sophia Schlater. Her 4th of the game and 179th of the season, and I have a feeling we're going to see a few more this afternoon. Jet Lundy, the shortstop, at the plate here. It was a nice glove to end the inning by the first baseman, Shay Swank, on the double play. Fumbling through my notes to try to remember her name. I give credit where credit is due, and that one is high in there for a strike. 1-1 with one down here for Schlater, who has struck out 4 in a row and looking for number 5 here to reach 180 on the season, and she's 1 pitch away from doing so, as she's got a 1-2 count now on Jet Lundy. And she does. High for strike 3.
Strikeout, crowd number 2.
And there it is, 180 and 5 already this afternoon in 7 batters. Shay Swank at the plate. So 1 hit apiece for either squad. 1 run for the Wolves and 1 error for the Warriors. Swank playing first base today, batting 8th. Wanting to end this reign of terror for Schlater, who struck out the last 5. Unfortunately for the Warriors, Swank is their leader in strikeouts thus far this season with 21. Batting average of 170, below that Mendoza line. A lot of defensive value as we saw earlier in the first inning, and inside there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the top of the second. Inside for strike 3. That's 6 in a row for Schlater, and that'll end the side. 3 swinging strikeouts for Schlater. Will go to the bottom of the second.
Oftentimes when you have an injury or fall and you're concerned, your first thought is to go to the emergency room. But with VMOS Urgent Injury Clinic, wait times are often a lot less, and you can be seen at a lower cost.
If you know that your injury is related to bones, joints, muscles, ligaments, it's a great place to start.
From sprains and strains to fractures and even lacerations. We have 3 clinics for urgent injury that you can be seen at, and we have fantastic surgeons that we can consult and refer to when necessary.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
22,
Maya Twig, Leela Appledorn, and Maggie Allen to bat the bottom of the second for the Waukee Northwest Wolves, who have a 1-0 lead on the Warriors. Welcome to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Schaefer Landit here with you for this second edition this season of the crosstown rivalry between the Wolves and the Warriors. Strike 1 in there for Elsa Capriva, who has given up 1 run on 1 hit. They had the 1 error in the bottom of the first. And she's got 2 strikes early on Twig, and she's got an uphill battle to climb, as there's not going to be much offense, if one had to guess, against Sophia Schlater, who's already notched 6 strikeouts in 8 batters. I don't believe in an announcer jinx, so off the hilt of the bat, a foul ball for Twig. She stays alive 0-2. Schlater, 181 strikeouts on the season now. She started the day with 175, if you're just tuning in. And a breaking ball in there high, out to the shortstop, and a good throw for a putout there by Jet Lundy. 1 down for the Warriors.
That brings up double zeros. Leela Appledorn.
Leela Appledorn with 1 gone here. Lefty on righty matchup for the number 6 hitter. Coach Paul's squad, the only team to knock off the Wolves so far this season. Of course, Coach Paul is the former Norwalk Warriors softball coach, now the Waukee Warriors softball coach. Norwalk, successful last few years, struggling a little bit this year in 4A. 2-0 for Appledorn. She fouls that one to the right. The first base line and out of play. It'll be 2-1. Double zeros at the plate, Appledorn. And she gets that one down, grounds it to second base, and an easy throw. And put out there for 2. Ella Daniel cleaning things up.
Starting the 2-out rallies, number 2, Maggie Allen.
Maggie Allen with 2 gone here. Number 7 in the order, the shortstop. It's Capriva now with 2 putouts in the circle. Inside for a ball, it'd be 1-0. Inside again, this time fouled down the third base line, out of play, 1-1. Getting further inside now for ball 2 on Allen. Allen, the junior. 14 RBIs for her on the season, on 15 hits. She gets that one out to shortstop, and a good throw and a put out that time for Jet Lundy. 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. We'll head to the top of the third.
Score 1-0.
At DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Ames, drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000. Plus, get Ram's best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. DeYarmanAmes.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it.
The second inning was an empty one here at Northwest Softball Complex as we head to the third. And the Warriors at the top of the third will be Kate Schulte, and then back at the top of the order for Lavarado and Abby Felt. Felt the only hit so far for the Warriors. Be third this inning. Schulte in there for strike 1. Hey, if you missed it, Sophia Schlater has struck out the last 6. 181 strikeouts on the season, and July is next week. To put things into perspective, just a little outside for ball 1. On Kate Schulte, bottom of the order. The right fielder today, she had the error as she swings and misses there. The error that would eventually score Edie Collins, who was running for Sophia Schlater, as the only run so far today. Schlater reached base with the error and then was hit in by Kenley Sanger, an RBI single. And how about strikeout number 7 in a row for Schlater? Schulte goes down on swings here in the third. Quick start to this one so far, already the top of the third, but low scoring. Gianna Lavarado up. She walked in the first plate appearance of the ball game, and they stranded her on third. So Schlater now at 182 on the season. We might as well just keep counting along with her. Outside for 1-1 with 1 gone here in the top of the third. Again, the Wolves are 7-2 overall against the Warriors in their young history, dating back to 2023. One of those 2 wins for the Warriors coming on June 3rd in a twin bill they played at their place. Both teams were part of the Jack North tournament here at Northwest on Saturday, but they didn't play each other, both coming away undefeated. Outside there, 1-2 is the count for Gianna Lavarado, the leadoff. Number 1 in the order. That one is outside. And it'll be a 2-2 for Lavarado, who worked a walk in her only other plate appearance thus far. in there. And a swing and bounced back foul to the left side. She'll get another shot at it. And what has it been a phenomenal start for Sophia Schlater, and doesn't look like she's slowing down anytime soon. We'll get her first mound visit. She's got a pitch to work with here as it counts 2-2. Lavarado, a very patient hitter for the Warriors. As I mentioned earlier, the team leader in walks with 11 now. As we see her take another ball outside. And she's worked a full count here from 1-2. Schlater will deal. Here it is. Swung on, bounced foul down the third base line. As we are seeing on full display why Lavarado is the leadoff hitter for the Warriors, the designated player. And a little outside on the plate, but in there for a strike, says the umpire. And another strikeout, this time looking for Schlater. Number 8 in 10 batters. And 8 in a row. 183 on the season. And barring just the one hit from the first inning by none other than Abby Felt, who's at the plate right now. And really it was basically a swinging bunt infield single. Other than that, Schlater would have herself a no-hitter with 8 strikeouts. Felt's seeing them on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. About where the ball was that struck out Gianna Lavarado just one batter ago. 2 gone here in the third, and a strike 3 swinging. That's 9 for Schlater as we work to the bottom of the third. She's having a day.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of...
Sophia Schlater has 9 strikeouts in 3 innings and 11 batters for the Northwest Wolves as they lead 1-0, and we will see her coming up soon as we'll turn over the top of the order here, starting with Claire Martins.
Your left fielder, Claire Martins.
It'll be Martins, Shea Davis, and then back to the top of the order for Sophia Schlater, who reached on an error last time up. Martins, the left fielder. Not much doing in her neck of the woods on defense thus far, as it's been hard for the Warriors to get the ball in play. That one is outside for ball 1. In fact, I mean, the only place the ball has been put in play is just behind third and shortstop for the Warriors. That swinging bunt by Abby Felt, the only hit of the game, the only time the ball has been put in play today, as we have 9 strikeouts, a walk, and a single to make up those 11 at-bats. And with Martins at the plate, she grounds to shortstop, and the throw is just in time. A nice cannon there for Jet Lundy, who's had 3 great plays already today on defense.
Number 16, Shea Davis.
Having a day. Shea Davis at the plate, bottom of the order for the Wolves. It's the third grounder to shortstop thus far here in this early 3-inning game for the Wolves. Davis, the bottom of the order, way early on that breaking ball there, in there for strike one. Count is 1-1 for the center fielder. Davis, the senior, 12 RBIs on the year. That one's bounced foul. 12 RBIs on 14 hits. A solid batting average of .250 for a bottom order player. Very deep Northwest Wolves lineup, and that'll be Kopriva's first strikeout, a swinging strikeout for Shea Davis, which will bring us to the top of the order.
Sophia Schlater.
For none other than Sophia Schlater. Reached on error last time, and then her courtesy runner came around and scored, and she's helping her offense quite a bit. And she struck out 9 of 11. Inside, a check swing there. I'll call for strike one. High in there for a strike. Kopriva's definitely had that breaking ball up in the zone working for her. 0-2 with 2 outs here for Schlater, and she swings and misses, and Kopriva, I guess she fouled it back. Excuse me, I didn't hear it. Getting a little ahead of myself. So Schlater stays alive with the tip there. 0-2. Kopriva would like to get one back. And Schlater will punch that one just foul out there in left field. Will keep us here at 0-2 with 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. Schaefer Landit with you on the Central Iowa Sports Network. This crosstown matchup between the Wolves and the Warriors of Waukee. The 0-2 inside for ball one. Trying to get her to chase there. Still Kopriva's count 1-2 with 2 gone, as the Wolves have a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the third. Inside, she thought about it. No call. The Warrior fans obviously a little distraught. Painting the corners here. Some may argue that that was where the ball that struck out Abby Felton, or Gianna Lavorado, was. But someone like me is a little too far away to tell. Fouled backwards again. Schlater stays alive. Count is 2-2. Deep in the count here. She is able to foul that one. It looked like it stung her a bit off the hilt. She's going to take a sec. Be careful with those hands. She's got 9 strikeouts. Obviously, we don't want to mess anything up. Sophia Schlater having a wonderful Monday afternoon here in Waukee with 9 strikeouts. Technically the only run scored with her courtesy runner on the afternoon. And she's sitting here with a 2-2 count, as I have to assume, probably seen about 10 pitches here. Just letting her get her bearings. And here she comes. She'll see the 2-2 here from Kopriva with 2 gone in the inning. And gets good contact on that over the head of the left fielder and out of play. Sophia Schlater doing it all herself with a solo shot straight left field. You might as well take the other 8 players and put them back in the dugout. Sophia Schlater.
With the solo home run.
The solo shot to left field, putting it 2-0 Wolves. Her team high 13th of the season to go with her team high 30th hit. Sophia Schlater. 9 strikeouts on the mound. 2 runs scored, 1 home run. As she worked the count back, got stung on a foul ball, took a second, and came right back and pimped a home run to left field. So 2-0 Wolves with 2 gone here in the third, bringing up Elena Schulte, who had a sacrifice bunt to move Edie Collins over to third base as she was courtesy running for Schlater. Well, didn't need a courtesy runner that time around as she just got to run across all 4 bases and on her way back into the dugout. Inside for Schulte. So just 2 runs here on 2 hits for the Wolves. Nothing doing for the Warriors with 1 hit and 1 error. And we remain in the bottom of the third. If you could play fantasy high school softball, Sophia Schlater would be racking you up a lot of points today. And it's we're not even halfway done. It's the Schlater game of the crosstown rivalry here so far on Central Iowa Sports Network here on this Monday night. 5A softball ranked Central Iowa Metro League matchup between number 1 Northwest and number 12 Waukee. Northwest, of course, if you're new to this, they're the defending 5A state champions. It counts 2-2 to Schulte. That one's high for ball 3, and now we're at a full count. Schulte steps in to see the payoff pitch here with 2 gone. Outside, ball 4. First walk of the afternoon for the Wolves.
Schulte makes her way to first.
And first on the mound for Capriva.
Brings up number 10, Kinley Sanger.
So Kinley Sanger at the plate now. She has the only other RBI on the afternoon as she singled to plate the first run, which was Edie Collins running for Schlater. So Schlater and Sanger, the 2 RBIs. And the 2 hits, for that matter. So Schulte's on first, Sanger at the plate, still 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. And Schulte takes second base fairly easily.
Schulte showing why the Wolves won the state track title this year.
Number 21 on the season for Schulte. That's easily a team high, and she hasn't been caught yet. Part of the state championship track team. Just a little over a month ago, the Wolves having an excellent spring. They kind of have an excellent season, any season. We've come to find out in their short history of an athletic program. High for ball 2, 2-1 to Sanger with 2 gone and a runner now in scoring position after Schulte stole second. And low throw. And what will probably be scored as another error will score Schulte, and Sanger on base again. Score that as an E5.
Number 20, Isla Hansen to run.
So Sanger at first base. The error will be charged to Jaden Van Pelt. And she kind of, I mean, you saw it on your screen there, she kind of looked Schulte back to second base, and then as she looked to first base, maybe realized she was running out of time. Alligator armed that throw in the dirt, and it couldn't be picked by Shea Swank. Rolled out of the glove, and be the second error of the ball game for the Warriors, who are having a talk right now with veteran softball head coach Andy Pauls. Pauls, not quite a decade with Waukee, I don't think. Coming over from Norwalk 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that, if I remember off the top of my head. And obviously, there's not a whole lot you can do about the Schlater home run and the dominance on the mound this late in the ball game, but you can clean up the defense, and that's probably what he's talking about right now. You know, help your pitcher out. Capriva's doing a good job working late in counts, but we gotta put him away. So they have a chance to do so here with Hazel Linen, who grounded into a double play last time up. It was a 4-6-3 double play to strand a runner. And they don't need a double play, but they would like some similar caliber defense here in the bottom of the third. Strike one on Linen. Grounds that one to third base, redemption time. And she does put her out in time. Nice job by Jaden Van Pelt to come back, and it's 3-0 now. 2 runs scored for the Wolves here in the bottom of the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
At DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Ames, drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000. Plus, get Ram's best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. DeYarmanAmes.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it.
So Sophia Schlater, have I said her name enough today? She's added a home run, a solo home run to her 9 straight strikeouts, which she's still going. She struck out 9 in the last 11, the only 11 batters of the game thus far, 9 in a row. She'll work on 10, 11, and 12, I guess, if she can. Sophie Gorish, Jaden Van Pelt, and Ella Daniel to the plate. Gorish, Waukee's best hitter, as the Warriors, trail 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. 2 runs scored for the Wolves in the bottom of the third as Schlater gets strike one. Obviously that solo home run from Schlater with 2 outs and then a walk and then an error. The second error of the game for the Warriors, scoring that second run of the inning to put it at 3-0. Crosstown rivalry not going the way of the Warriors thus far. They do have the only win against Waukee Northwest this season, coming at the Warriors home complex on June 3rd. They split a twin bill. And how about strikeout number 10 for Schlater? Putting down Gorish. 185 on the year now. Gorish, the second player in the batting order to strike out both times now. She was the first strikeout of the game for Schlater. And that'll be her 13th strikeout this year. Tying for strike one on Jaden Van Pelt. 10 strikeouts in a row. I don't have access to the Iowa high school softball record books. I don't think a lot of people do. But we would love to know how many strikeouts in a row would be the record. But quickly breaking the streak as I am blabbing about it is Jaden Van Pelt with a single up the middle for the second hit of the ball game for the Warriors.
Number 9, Ella Daniel.
She breaks the curse, the Schlater curse. 10 in a row for Schlater. What a performance on the mound. 185 on the season. Jaden Van Pelt with a single with one gone here. Ella Daniel at the plate high for ball one. So Van Pelt, the third baseman, notching hit number 22 on the year. In there for a strike. Van Pelt with the second error of the game that led to the scoring of run number 3 for the Wolves. Elena Schulte. That bunt fouled back by Van Pelt to make the count 1-2. I tell you what Van Pelt or Daniels did last time up too, what Ella Daniel did last time up, but the next 5 or 6 batters are going to be strikeouts in their first at bat. She fouls that one back to stay alive. One and two with one gone and a runner on first. In there, popped in fair play, but bouncing foul. A nice job there by Hazel Linen to wait for that one to bounce. And that'll bring Ella Daniel back, as well as Van Pelt back to first base. And what most certainly would have been an infield single if that ball had bounced to the right instead of the left. Daniel gets the bat on it, bounced foul, and they go to second to try to turn 2, but Van Pelt was safe, and Daniel will get to first with no play, and the Wolves have 2 runners on for the first time that they've been on defense for the first time since the first inning, and they got out of that jam. They can chalk that one up to a fielder's choice, if you will, but no outs, just 1 out on the inning, and now a runner on first and second to bring up Finley Behrens, who struck out last time. She was Schlater's 4th strikeout in a row. She pops that one back foul. 1-1 is the count with 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. Schlater trying to work one on the ground again, as they were just a little short to try to turn that double play. Fouled back again, 1-2. Pitch in there for a strike, a backwards K. Schlater's 11th.
Strikeout, round number 2.
She's back where she belongs, back on track. Second strikeout for Behrens.
Number 13,
and she's worked her way back to 2 outs, bringing up Jet Lundy, who's had a great game on defense, just the 1 strikeout on offense, like the rest of her teammates. $11 Ks for Schlater today now, 10 in a row, 11 overall, 186 on the year. To go with the solo home run if you missed it last inning. And quickly now 0-2 is Lundy, the shortstop, with 2 runners on. And they strand 2 more with strikeout number 12 for Schlater. She's on a roll. We head to the bottom of the 4th.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa.
Sophia Schlater, 12 strikeouts, 10 in a row, 12 overall. A solo home run shot to put her team up 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. We're on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Schaefer Landed here with you with ranked Central Iowa Metro League softball. I think it would be a close game if Sophia Schlater wasn't on the mound. Still anybody's ball game, of course, bottom of the fourth, 3-0. In there for ball one to Maya Twig. Grounded to shortstop last time up. That one, another ball, 2-0. A few defensive lapses for the Warriors to go along with the dominance that is Sophia Schlater on the mound. One error on a pop fly to right field and one error on a throw from third base to first base, both eventually leading to runs scored, 2 of the 3. That one grounded to the second base area and cleaned up by Ella Daniel.
That brings up double zeros. First baseman, Leela Appledorn.
Leela Appledorn, who grounded to second base last time up. Capriva just allowing 2 hits in those 3 runs. Outside will be called a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Appledorn here with 1 gone in the bottom of the fourth. Starting to get a little breezier outside here on this Monday evening in beautiful Waukee. High for ball 1. 75 and sunny at first pitch. You can't ask for anything better in June. The sun's starting to set. And another grounder to second base. And again, Ella Daniel, 2 for 2 this inning over there at second base. Sets Appledorn down.
Number 2, Maggie Allen.
A chance for the second 3 up, 3 down inning of 4 for the Warriors. Fouled back by Allen. Maggie Allen at the plate. She grounded out to shortstop last time up. This 5, 6, 7, and 8 stretch for the Warriors. All groundouts, or the Wolves, excuse me. That one popped shallow center field. Will get into the glove of Sophie Gorish. 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. They trail by 3. Head to the bottom or the top of the 5th on Central Iowa Sports Network.
The Waukee Warriors 0.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
The Warriors will try it again here in the top of the 5th as they've stranded 3 and gone down swinging or looking 12 times to Sophia Schlater, who's still on the mound to their dismay. And a first pitch swinging straight out to center field. Good contact by Shea Swank. But Shea Davis is there to clean things up for the Wolves. Bring up Kate Schulte. That bunt popped foul out of play by Schulte. One down here in the top of the 5th for the Warriors. Shows bunt high. She pulls back for a ball as the home plate umpire checks down the line. He says no swing or no bunt, if you will. Outside, no call. 2-1 on Schulte. So I do have, as I mentioned earlier, a little tidbit for you. I've got people everywhere. You know me. The most strikeouts, consecutive strikeouts in a game in Iowa high school softball history is 21. So we've got a long ways to go. Most consecutive is 21. Also, the most in a game is 21. I don't know who did that, but that is the record. Schlater, of course, with 10 consecutive today and 12 overall. But now a walk to Kate Schulte. Her second walk, Schlater's second walk of the game. On the season, her 21st. And Schulte on the season, just her 5th. Lavarado at the plate. She has the other walk of the game, but she followed that up in the 3rd inning with a backwards K in the leadoff spot as we've turned over for the 3rd time, or the 2nd time, if you will. Lavarado with one on, and in there safe is Schulte with a stolen base. Her team high 9th of the season, and she too has yet to be put out. She's threatening there as that one is in for strike one. A lot of movement by Schulte over there in scoring position. The Warriors have stranded 3 in scoring position thus far. Scored none. Hitters count 3-1 for Schlater, who is not working quite as efficiently as she has been. Here in the top of the 5th. Strike 2, full count. Kind of one of those here it comes, try to hit it fastballs. She knows what she's got. She's got good stuff. Right up the middle. Sometimes you can't catch up to it. And in there off the bat for a foul ball. We'll try for one more. Lavarado worked deep into the count last time up, but ended up striking out looking with a ball on the outside of the plate. That probably could have been argued either way according to the fans' reactions. That one popped foul, was in play or within the field, but out of reach of the Wolves left fielder Claire Martins. We'll try it again, another foul ball, and we're stuck at full count with one out and a runner in scoring position for the Warriors here in the top of the 5th. Running out of daylight to make something happen on offense. High for ball 4. Walk number 3 for Schlater. Walk number 2 for Lavarado. And that'll bring up Abby Felt. Struck out swinging last time. However, she does have one of the only 2 hits of the game for the Warriors. Alvarado's 5th walk of her 2026 campaign. Runners on first and second with 1 gone here in the top of the 5th. Abby Felt at the plate. Her single was a swinging bunt behind short and third. If they weren't approaching, it would have been caught. And that one is a blooper to left field. As the runners were waiting to tag up, they will throw out at third base. So 7-5 will be the score there. And 2 gone for Sophie Gorish, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Three have been stranded thus far for the Warriors. They don't want to add to that total as there's ball 1 with runners on first and second. Kind of swapped them out now. Fielder's choice for Felt, who's on first base. Alvarado on second. She walked. Kate Schulte was thrown out at third. Nice heads-up play that time around from Martins. 1-1, 2 gone, and 2 on. Top of the 5th here for the Warriors. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. This will be, if she gets an out here that isn't a strikeout, this will be the first inning thus far that Schlater hasn't recorded a strikeout. I say that as Gorish swings and misses for strike 2, 2-2. 2 gone and 2 on. In fact, Schlater has had 3 strikeouts per inning. So this will already be, as that one has popped foul, her first inning today that hasn't consisted of 3 strikeouts in some fashion. But it will consist of 1. Strike 3, Gorish goes down swinging. They strand 2 more. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Northwest.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central.
The Wolves are up in the bottom of the 5th. Claire Martins, Shay Davis, and back to the top of the order for the stud, Sophia Schlater, who is having herself a day. 13 strikeouts, the 13th one to end the inning there on Sophie Gorish, who is the Warriors' best hitter. Schlater struck her out 3 of 3 times to make 188 on the year. She also has a solo home run if you just missed it. And how about a bunting single for Claire Martins to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Legging it out there.
Number 16, Shay Davis.
Shay Davis, an opportunity with a runner on first. You have to assume Claire Martins might be in motion at some point during this at bat with that speed. The bunt back foul. A lot of moving chess pieces for the Northwest Warriors. A few sacrifice bunts, now a bunting single. If my math is correct, the Warriors have stranded 5, 2 coming in the last inning. still yet to score. Martins is making a little motion out there, flirting with the steal sign with a count of 1-1. High for a ball, 2-1 as they look her back to first base again. Martins on the year, 6 for 6 in stolen bases. Another high pitch there as she was showing bunt for ball 3. 3-1 with a runner on first, nobody out for Shea Davis, who struck out last time up, swinging 0 for 1 thus far on the afternoon. And she'll walk this time. Showed bunt on all 4 balls. Runners on first and second with nobody out for Sophia Schlater, who has a solo home run and a reach on an error to her name. Not to mention 13 strikeouts on the mound. So essentially 1 for 1 with 1 RBI and 1 run scored all by herself. Sophia Schlater with a 3-run lead for the Wolves at strike 1 with nobody out. Counts 1-1. Davis on first, Martins on second. That one's low for ball 2. If she sends this one over the fence, it'll make a bit more noise than the one she had in the third. She swings that one a little bit inside for strike 2 as she fouls that one to the third base line. 2-2 with nobody out and 2 on base for Schlater. Way high for ball 3, full count. Kopriva not interested in 2 walks in a row unless Schlater's at the plate. It might not be the worst thing in the world. She does get contact on that one right in the same spot. Sophia Schlater puts 3 more on the board. There's no more words left to describe what she's doing today. 2 home runs now. This one a 3-run shot in the exact same spot out to left field. Sophia Schlater, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs, and 13 strikeouts on the mound. Team high home run number 14 on the year. 20 RBIs on the year. A team high 31 hits on the year. And we'll get a pitching change here as Kopriva will take a seat. What more can you do? Sophia Schlater. Throwing now for the Warriors will be number 5, the senior Lily Struck, who on the season has pitched 11 games, started 8 of them. She's got a save, 43 2/3 innings pitched, allowed 51 hits, 41 runs, 22 of them earned, 20 walks, and 27 total strikeouts with a total ERA of 3.53. So if you're ranking the Warriors pitchers, she's number 3 of 4 as far as high volume pitchers this season. As I assume the Warriors are coming off of a busy day from Gianna Lavorado in the circle. She's their number 2 with an ERA of 2.90. Well, the senior Sophia Schlater, we talked about records of consecutive strikeouts. Well, she doesn't have that. She's got to have something. Most total, efficiency points. You got to look deep into the weird baseball, softball stats that exist.
Number 5, Lily Struck. Little Wolves, big Wolves. I need you to make some noise. For number 6, Elena Schulte.
Elena Schulte at the plate. She walked last time up, came around to score after an error. And new ball game. It's 6-0 Wolves here in the bottom of the fifth. A 3-run shot for Sophia Schlater, who had a 1-run shot back in the third, and 13 strikeouts to her name on the mound. This is stuff you see from you baseball fans out there. Shohei Ohtani. I mean, two-way players like this. Well, they're certainly going to feel her absence at the end of her senior season this year. It's not even the end of June, and she's got 188 strikeouts on the year. Count is 2-0 for the second baseman, Elena Schulte, who has a sacrifice bunt and a walk and a run. 2-1. As the temperature is dropping some more here in Waukee, as the sun is setting over way past right field, over by the football complex, if you're familiar with the area, and the school building as well. Beautiful complex they've built out here on aptly named the northwest side of Waukee. Popped foul out left side. Full count for Schulte, 3-2 with nobody gone. The bases have been cleared by none other than Sophia Schlater. High for strike three, and believe it or not, the first strikeout of the game for the Warriors. And coming on to clean things up, for the Warriors, Lily Stuck, the senior.
Things up, number 10, Kinley Sanger.
Swinging strikeout. That'll be number 28 on the year for Stuck, third in line on the squad. Kenley Sanger at the plate. She reached on an error in the third, RBI single in the first inning. Plated the first run of the ball game. That one high for a ball. So Elena Schulte put out on that last plate appearance her 7th strikeout of the season. 1-1 count here with one out here for Sanger, the catcher. She'll work it to 2-1 on Stuck. And their first strike, 2-2. Struck puts one over the plate, fouled back by Sanger. Stays at 2-2 as she stays alive. So the Wolves in pretty good position to take their 25th win of 26 games this season. Of course, their one loss coming from the Warriors, beginning of the month. As that one's in there for ball 3, full count. The Warriors would move to 13-10. They were sitting at 500 earlier, and then they had the Jack North tournament to put them over 500. And overall, as Stanger puts that one in play just past the glove of Lundy, who's had a great day defensively. And I think you got to chalk that one up as another single. I would.
In the round is number 20, Isla Henson.
So 2 hits for Sanger in 3 at-bats.
Is number 5, Hazel Lyman.
Hazel Lyman is up with a runner on first base. But overall, the series, should the Wolves win today, would be 8-2 overall all time since 2023. And 2-1 overall in the Wolves' favor this season as the defending state champions over number 12 in the state, Waukee. 1 ball, 1 strike for Lynan. After that, nicely placed single by Sanger, just out of reach of Lundy. 0-2 is the count. Lynan takes that one low for ball 1, 1-2 with 1 gone. And I think the 5th has taken over for the longest inning of the afternoon. It was the 3rd, with 3 runs plated for the Wolves, thanks to 1 swing from Sophia Schlater, who I'm sure we'll see back on the mound at the top of the 6th coming up shortly. 2-2 is the count for Lynan, and she puts a blooper into left field. And a single for her. Hit number 5 for the Wolves. Well, Lynan
with base hit.
now 1-3.
Hands in the second. And brings up number 22, Maya Twig.
Maya Twig at the plate. She's grounded out twice. 1 to short and 1 to second. Loving that middle infield area on the ground. As Lynan, who has reached first base, has her 25th hit of the season, first today. Runners on first and second with 1 gone for Maya Twig. That one popped in play, off the wall in right field. Will they send? They will send Sanger around, so an RBI, and then the ball gets away, and under the tag is Lynan. My goodness, the Warriors let them score 2. Way under the tag of Finley Barons was Lynan.
Scores 2.
And that'll do it. 8-0, just like that, with 1 swing of the bat. A nice game-winning, if you will, single to right field for Maya Twig, the designated player, to score 2. What a game from Sophia Schlater. 13 strikeouts, a 3-run shot, a 1-run shot. Definitely made it easy for the Wolves, and they cleaned things up here in just the bottom of the 5th to take things 8-0. They move to 25-1, the Warriors 13-10. Number 1 in the state. It's going to be hard to beat the Wolves, especially when Schlater's on the mound. What a job, what a game. Crosstown rivalry, second edition of 2026 goes to the Waukee Northwest Wolves. I've been Schaefer Landit. Thanks for joining us on this Monday evening on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We'll see you next time.